He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
All right, we are back with Tommy Chong and, of course, Kevin Booth, the creator of American Drug War. Tommy, also in a new picture. Tommy, why don't you tell us about the new project? Obviously, we've seen you in American Drug War, very powerful in that, you know, along with Freeway Ricky Ross and others. Just an excellent film by Kevin Booth. But what's this other project?
Well, A.K.A. Tommy Chong is the film that was made by Josh Gilbert about me, my trials and tribulations going into prison. Mm-hmm. It shows me before, during, and after the prison thing. But there was an interesting development that just happened 2 days ago. The feds, the same people that put me in jail originally, Mary Beth Buchanan, or Mary Beth Loose Cannon, as I call her, they raided the warehouse where the film was being kept, and they confiscated somewhere like 10,000 copies of A.K.A. Tommy Chong. And they told Matt Stevens, the distributor of the film, that they were doing a preliminary seizure. And he asked, you know, how long will this when can we get our stuff back, or what's going on? And they said, well, the investigation, after the investigation. And they asked him, how long would the investigation take? And they said upwards to 15 years.
So it doesn't look like they're getting those 10,000 copies back. Did they give a reason why they did that, or?
No, because it's a preliminary seizure, so they can't really tell you why they're seizing our property.
Oh, that's really nice of them. Well, I actually have Josh Gilbert and Matt Stevens of A.K.A. Tommy Chong on the line. Let's bring those guys up. Josh, Matt, are you with me?
I'm here. This is Matt.
Okay, is Josh with me too? Awesome. So why don't you guys tell me what happened? I hear you guys got raided and your product was actually taken away.
Yeah, you know, we've done, to give you a brief history here, Tommy and I did a little business back together in the 90s, so naturally we're guilty by association, where he was the spokesperson for our products. And then as, Tommy's Volt's events unfolded with the Operation Pipe Dreams, Josh made a very fine documentary on it and then brought it to us to say, hey, why don't you help us distribute this? And we said, sure, I'd love to. So we released the documentary 8 weeks ago, and there's about a 10-minute clip in there that it focuses on Mary Beth Buchanan and some of her, I guess we could call, interesting behaviors. I mean, she's in the Western District of Pennsylvania, and there's airplanes crashing in her district with terrorists on them, and she's focusing on pornography and bongs. And we're at a time of crisis in the country, and she's looking at stuff like that. So I think it's something that everyone would say, that doesn't seem right. Anyways, to make a short story shorter, we released the video 8 weeks ago, which kind of brings some of Mary Beth's actions into light. And sure enough, 8 weeks after we released the video, we get raided. Now, there is a sealed affidavit somewhere that says what the probable cause is for the raid. However, the affidavit is sealed and will be sealed as long as there is an investigation. And there is no known chronology, time frame, or whatever to when the investigation will be terminated.
And this is really odd to me because there's a ton of different marijuana-type film documentaries out there. I think the latest is Super Jaime. And that's not getting rated. That's not getting taken out. It seems like when you try to take a political perspective and expose those that are hypocrites, like you just said, Mary Beth Buchanan in Pennsylvania, where a plane went down, supposed terrorist took it down. It seems like we've turned into the terrorists after 9/11. It seems like, Patriot Acts 1 and 2, and even the Military Commissions Act is really there for the U.S. citizen and not so much the spooky terrorist.
Well, this is Kevin talking. Your guest on earlier was talking about how people didn't used to fear the police. I would say that the last 37 or so years of the drug war have been a perfect way to change how everyone views police, and the drug war is a perfect way of making everybody so we fear the police now. It's changed the game while also dumbing down America And, you know, what other better boogeymen are there that can never be defeated but drugs and terror? Well, how can you ever defeat drugs or terror? There's no way to do those things. So it's a perfect psyop on us.
Yeah, it's a perfect ongoing war and a perfect way to get funding again and again and again and again. And then I would say even another